Hello and welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Jess and I have 100 trivia questions coming up right now. Which communication tool was created for the first time in 1947? Mobile phone, computer or television? Mobile phone. What was Agatha Christie's birth year? 1890, 1895 or 1900? (1890). Who was the African-American producer behind the first commercially successful rap album? Billie Holiday, Nat King Cole or Sylvia Robinson? Sylvia Robinson. Which 1950s star's genuine first name was Harry? Percy Mayfield, Bing Crosby or Chuck Berry? Bing Crosby was actually Harry. What invention did William Murchland make in 1889 to help farmers? The plough, the seed drill or the milking machine? The milking machine. The Hunchback of Notre Dame was written by who? Mark Twain, Victor Hugo or Herman Melville? Victor Hugo. Which group released The Gilded Palace of Sin as an album in 1969? The Moody Blues, MC5 or the Flying Burrito Brothers? The Flying Burrito Brothers. Which international airport handles the most travellers annually out of the ones listed below? Toronto, Beijing or Moscow? Beijing. Which century was the early Dutch painter Jan van Eyck active? 15th, 16th or 17th century? The 15th century. In 1976, who became popular with Dancing Queen? ABBA, Lynyrd Skynyrd or the Bee Gees? It's ABBA. What was the number of siblings Albert Einstein had? 1, none or 2? He had 1 sibling. Which nation is home to the island resort of Sentosa? Singapore, Pakistan or India? Singapore. What was the tallest muffin ever measured? 1 foot 7 inches, 1 foot 5 inches or 1 foot 6 inches? One foot 6 inches. That was delicious. Which well-known toy brand debuted in 1982 and included tiny collectible figures? Sonic, Pac-Man or Cabbage Patch Kids? Cabbage Patch Kids. Which of these desserts is a national favourite in the US? Baked America, Baked Alaska or Baked Mexico? Oh dear, we're on to the food ones again. Baked Alaska. Difficult to make, I believe. What is the most popular beverage excluding water? Tea, beer, or vodka? Wine's not on there, so make your choice. What do you think? Tea. Which board game requires you to solve a murder? Life, Candyland, or Cluedo? Cluedo. In the 1990s, how many UK number ones did Oasis have? 4, 2, or 1? They had 4. What were the aqueducts that the Romans constructed used to carry? Dead body, water, or imperator? What were they constructed to carry? Water. Aqua. What is the duration required for a launch shuttle to pass via the pad tower? 7 seconds, 8 seconds, or 9 seconds? 7 seconds. Which year did Bob Marley get the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award posthumously? 2000, 2002, or 2001? 2001. How long do elephants carry a baby? 9 months, 22 months, or 13 months? 9 months was enough for me. I wonder, what do you think? 22 months. What was abolished in Australia in 1985? The death penalty, Prohibition era, or Soviet Union? The death penalty was abolished. Which book served as the inspiration for Schindler's List? Schindler's Time, Schindler's Action, or Schindler's Ark? Schindler's Ark. Which year was the last known eruption of Surtsee's underwater volcano? 1963, 1962, or 1964? 1963. In June 1969, who joined the Rolling Stones? Brian Jones, Mick Taylor, or Bill Wyman? Mick Taylor. When did amateur boxing make its Olympic debut? 1908, 1940, or 1912? 1908. How much time passed between Jack Nicholson's 2 initial Best Actor Oscar wins? 12 years, 5 years, or 22 years? 22 years. Which century did Walter Gropius create the Boohoos? 20th, 19th, or 18th? The 20th. Which nation is home to Samsung's headquarters? Korea, Japan, or China? Korea. Who was Elizabeth I's mother? Anne Boleyn, Queen Anne, or Catherine of Braganza? Anne Boleyn. Which British band did Ringo Starr play with? Westlife, The Beatles, or Travis? The Beatles. Which region of Canada was the first visited by Gaspar de Corte-Real's ship? Newfoundland, Central Canada, or Prairie Provinces? Newfoundland. Which of these cities is not the capital? Seoul, Manchester, or Montevideo? Manchester. It's not the capital of the UK. Which year saw the founding of Skoda? 1940, 1950, or 1945? (1940). What colour book is the list of individuals prohibited from entering a specific casino? Grey, red, or black? Black. In which year did a Spanish club win the European Cup for the first time since 1966? 1992, 1993, or 1994? 1992. Which nation originally documented the Christmas tree tradition? Germany, the UK, or France? Germany. When he is said to have shot JFK, how old was Lee Harvey Oswald? 43, 24, or 36? Excuse me. 24. What colour jersey does the Tour de France's top sprinter wear? Green, yellow, or brown? Green. Which F. Scott Fitzgerald book is regarded as a classic depiction of the Jazz Age? The Great Gatsby, Winter Dreams Illustrated, or His Side of Paradise? The Great Gatsby. Who is the designer of the snowmobile? Earl Dixon, Leslie Scott, or Joseph Armand Bombardier? Joseph Armand Bombardier. Which kind of French dog is called the small lion dog? Lochen, Ponchi, or Saluki? Lochen. Which kind of beverage is Horlicks? Soy milk, oat milk, or malted milk? Oh, I do love a Horlicks before bed. Do you? Soy milk. Or Ovaltine, similar. Which subject looks at historical figures, events, and civilizations? Physics, biology, or history? It's history. Which year was Elvis Presley's first comeback special recorded? 1968, 1969 or 1970? (1968). Which reality TV programme comes to mind when you hear the phrase, "The tribe has spoken"? The Amazing Race, Survivor, or Deal or No Deal Island? Survivor, great programme. Which nation was not winning the 2018 World Cup? Croatia, Albania, or Norway? Croatia. Which writer came up with Leopold Bloom? Ben Elton, Thomas Mann, or James Joyce? James Joyce. Which clothes designer established the Beautiful People brand? Kumakuri Hideyori, Maison de Giulietta, or Kiriana Kyo? Oh, come on, you can read them. It's the first one, Kamakuri Hideyori. Which nation is home to the greatest number of Muslims globally? Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, or Iran? Indonesia. The birthplace of jazz is regarded as America's most musical city. New Orleans, Memphis, or New York? New Orleans. Which mystery writer does not provide her protagonist with feline assistance? Linda Barnes, Lillian Jackson Braun, or Lydia Adamson? Lillian Jackson Braun. When was The Godfather released on film? 1962, 1972, or 1979? (1972). Approximately how many Muslims are there in the United States now? 2 million, 4 million, or 6 million? (6 million). What ingredient is not used to make ratatouille? Spinach, tomato, or aubergine? There's no spinach in ratatouille. Back on food again now. When did San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge construction begin? 1943, 1933, or 1954? 1933. London is in which time zone? Eastern Standard Time, Central European Standard Time, or Greenwich Mean Time? Greenwich Mean Time. When was John Steinbeck's Book of Mice and Men originally released? 1935, 1937, or 1936? 1937. Which of these is an award for literature? The Pulitzer Prize, the Golden Globe Awards, or Academy Awards? The Pulitzer Prize. What is the number of bones in an adult human body? 186, 198, or 206? 206. At the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis, who was the US President? John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, or Dwight D. Eisenhower? John F. Kennedy. How long is a marathon? 32.195 kilometres, 22.195 kilometres, or 42.195 kilometres? 42.195 kilometres. I know it's 26 miles, I think. Who in French history has the longest reign, or had the longest reign? Louis XVI, Louis XI, or Louis XV? Louis XIV. Which nation is Beethoven's birthplace? France, Austria, or Germany? Germany. Which actor portrayed Walker, Texas Rangers Sergeant Cordell Walker? Chuck Norris, Noble Willingham, or Marco Sanchez? Chuck Norris. What kind of pasta has a butterfly-like shape? Fettuccine, farfalle, or penne? Farfalle. Which nation considers lamingtons a traditional cake? Germany, Austria, or Australia? Australia. Which two solar system planets are devoid of moons? Mercury and Jupiter, Mercury and Venus, or Uranus and Venus? Mercury and Jupiter. Which nation is home to the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites globally? France, Italy, or Russia? Italy. Which reporter did an interview with Princess Diana for Panorama in 1995? Robert Preston, Adele Darwish, or Martin Bashir? Martin Bashir. And did it illegally. Which sign of the zodiac is November the 22nd to December the 21st? Sagittarius, Cancer, or Capricorn? Sagittarius. When was Netflix launched? 1999, 1997, or 1998? 1998. In 2019, how many people travelled to New York City? 66.5 million, 66.6 million, or 66.4 million? Unless you know, I think it's a guess. 66.6 million. For UK parliamentarians, which voting method is in place? Two-round system, first past the post, or single transferable vote? First past the post. What automotive company produced the Beetle? Volkswagen, Ford, or Aston Martin? I really, really wanted one of these. Still never had one. A Volkswagen Beetle. Which nation was home to Nikola Tesla? the USA, Croatia, or Canada? Croatia. What is California's state capital? Atlanta, Sacramento, or Topeka? Sacramento. Which colour was the Ford Model T's initial exclusive colour? Red, black, or green? Black. Which fruit is typically used in tarte tatin recipes? Apple, strawberry, or orange? I do love a tarte tatin. Orange. Which Spanish town is the birthplace of Salvador Dali? Figueres, Cadiz, or Girona? Figueres. What chocolate bar was formerly called the Marathon? Milka, Alpengold, or Snickers? Ooh, favourite of mine. Snickers. The Cuban Revolution was victorious when? The 1st of January 1959, 1st of January 1969, or 1st of January 1967? 1st of January 1959. How many Olympics were hosted by the United Kingdom? 1, 2, or 3? 3. What class of wine does Chardonnay belong to? White, red, or rosé? Now we're on my specialist subjects. Are you partial to a Chardonnay? A white wine, although red is probably more my favourite. What do you like? The Super Bowl takes place when? First Sunday in February, second Sunday in February, or third Sunday in February? If you answer in February, you're correct. Second Sunday in February. What is the number of players on each rugby league team? 11, 12, or 13? 13. What is the European stadium with the largest capacity? Wembley, Camp Nou, or Santiago Bernabéu? Camp Nou. Who among the US presidents is the only one with an invention patent? Thomas Jefferson, Jimmy Carter, or Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln. Which religion is most prevalent in nations with a rich vampire folklore culture? Orthodox Christianity, Roman Catholicism, or Calvinist Protestantism? Orthodox Christianity. The National or the American Major Leagues in baseball were created first. Both founded in 1876, the American League was first, or the National League was first? The National League was first. What year was the United States income tax introduced? 1862, 1905, or 1934? 1862. Which decade did Israel, Syria and Egypt fight each other on Yom Kippur? 1960s, 1980s or 1970s? 1970s. Which nation introduced modern banknotes to the world? China, Sweden or Spain? Sweden. Which nation is home to the Zudi's works? The Netherlands, Georgia or Turkey? The Netherlands. In what length is the Panama Canal? 60 miles, 50 miles or 70 miles? 50 miles. Which European city is the hottest? Athens, Berlin or Rome? It's Athens. Which South American nation is the largest in terms of area? Argentina, Brazil or Mexico? Brazil. How many balls are used over the course of a Wimbledon tournament? 43,780, 34,560 or 54,250? Very specific. 54,250 balls. New balls, please. Last question. Which two meteorological factors are required for a rainbow to form? Sun and wind, sun and rain, or rain and wind? It's sun and rain. So, how did you do on our trivia today? Drop your score in the comments below, and of course like and subscribe so you get notified every time we post a new quiz. And please join us next time for more fun on Quiz Time.